Friends, today we walk into English together. Long ago, English was just Old English. At that time, he was very different from now. As the years passed, it evolved into Middle English. Then to the modern English we are familiar with today, the changes along the way are like a wonderful magical journey. If we look at the map carefully, we can see that English first set sail from the island country of Britain in the tide of history. He spread to all parts of the world through brave navigators, shrewd businessmen and colonists. Everywhere he went, he blended with the local culture and formed a unique variety of English. English is like a gluttonous eater, constantly absorbing words from other languages. For example, the word table is actually borrowed from French. Many words in Latin, Spanish, and other languages are included in English, make the vocabulary of English more and more abundant. This also makes English a very inclusive language. The next step is to change our grammar. Irregular verbs in English are a love-hate relationship. Like this strange little pig. The past tense of eat is a T. Isn't that just as weird? And go and went, see and saw, and so on. These irregular changes are like elves in the world of grammar. They always play by the rules. Look at the plural forms of nouns. English also has many unique features. For example, the plural of man is men, the plural of tooth is teeth. Do you think English has its own personality? This unique grammar rule also makes English unique among many languages. Now, let's start a global journey of English accent. Listen, this is elegant British English. With perfect pronunciation, it seems to have the solemnity of Big Ben in London.
The Invitation by Araya. It doesn't interest me what you do for a living. I want to know what you ache for, and if you dare to dream of meeting your heart's longing.
This is passionate American English. It's full of freedom.
Time now for My Unsung Hero, our series from the team at Hidden Brain. My Unsung Hero tells the stories of people whose kindness left a lasting impression on someone else. When Carl Goldstein was 12, he began taking piano lessons with a teacher who had a reputation for being demanding. Her name was Alice Shapiro.
There is also the unique retroflex of Australian English. Isn't it very charming?
Oh, well, it's really quite funny. I was in bed sleeping at 2 o'clock this morning. My wife comes in and says, "Oh, the shop's been, someone ran into the shop." And I said, "Oh, what?" So I jumped out of bed and...
Indian English also has a different flavor.
Ajib Ahuja heads strategy and retail and financial inclusion at RBL Bank. That's going to come out with its IPO now. The IPO is out. Issue price has been issued. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Ahuja.
Do you feel the difference between them? It's time to test everyone. Listen to this paragraph of English and guess which country's accent is it.
Loud without, the wind was roaring through the autumnal sky. Drenching wet, the cold rain pouring, spoke of winter nigh.
Please post your answers in the comments section. There are also many interesting slang expressions and idioms in English, such as, "I'm feeling under the weather today." It doesn't mean weather. It means the speaker is not feeling well today. This slang term originated from the old sailors. They get sick in bad weather at sea. So they use under the weather to describe physical discomfort. That's all for today's English exploration. I hope everyone has more love and curiosity for English. The world of English is so wonderful. Let's continue to explore together.